Hi, this is Lynn Henning reporting from Marchant Stadium. The bullpen is going to be where it all happens this year in terms of the most competition for the most jobs. The people you can pencil in immediately will be Jose Valverde. He will be the closer. Absolutely, that will be the case. Joel Zumaya, who's probably been the biggest story in spring camp because of the way he's been throwing the ball. He looks like the 2006 Joel Zumaya. It may be that finally he's gotten over the hump with that bad series of injuries, and he's back to being an outstanding setup man for Jim Leyland. Joel Zumaya is throwing 100 miles an hour, and he's got that curve back, and he's been feeling great over the last 6 weeks. A tremendously positive sign for the Tigers. Ryan Perry will likely make the team and probably be that seventh inning guy. He could be the linchpin between the starting rotation and the immediate back end of the bullpen. We'll wait and see on that. Remember, he's still only a couple years out of college. It's conceivable that he might need a little bit of time yet in the minors. The Tigers will be happy to let that one play out and see exactly where he is in year two. But the feeling would be going in, Ryan Perry is certainly going to be in the bullpen. Zach Miner will also take a bullpen spot. No question about it. The Tigers like him because he can give you multiple innings. He can spot start if ever the need arises. He has the flexibility that makes it very easy on a manager to trot him out there. Another thing to keep in mind is that usually teams are looking for left-handed relief help in any given spring camp. This year the Tigers have so much of it that somebody who probably deserves to make the team won't make it. Daniel Schlereth, he throws heat. He might be a little too tender to make the team immediately out of camp. That won't be viewed as any kind of a setback by the Tigers, and it shouldn't be by Daniel Schlereth because he's going to be up one way or another in 2010. We'll be watching very closely to see how this plays out, particularly because Brad Thomas, who spent the last couple of years in the Korean League, looks mighty good and like a very safe bet to make the team. Bobby C. is one to ponder down here. Right now he's on the shelf. He's got a little bit of a tender arm. Bobby C. naturally is the veteran of that core and would be the guy that you'd first pencil in when you look at a situational lefty. But Bobby C., because of the competition, might find himself as a valuable trade chip at the end of spring training. Fute Ni, likewise, is the kind of person you'd expect to see making this bullpen core. He pitched very effectively for the Tigers last year. He did probably one of the most underrated jobs of anybody on the relief staff. And he's looking, again, good this spring. A good guy to consider either way. He either makes the team and provides the help you'd anticipate, or he could be one of those guys who ends up getting dealt. That's the kind of depth the Tigers are looking at in 2010 with their pitching staff. So far, the health is good. The numbers are very impressive. And so are all of the athletes who are competing for these spots. It's the best looking and the deepest crew of pitchers we've probably seen in camp here in many a year.